Hello guys, it's Alex and welcome back to another F1 2021 My Team Career Mode episode for the Canadian Grand Prix. And before we're getting into that, as you can see by the vehicle performance comparison, Haas has now overtaken us. I'm hoping though by the French Grand Prix we should re-overtake them, because as you can see we've got 4 upgrades there coming in all on Monday the 14th of June. Which you can see on the right there, that little pink bar is where it will take us to. But yeah, at the moment we are the second worst team on the grid going into the Canadian Grand Prix. It's one of them races where I don't really know. I'm good at it, then I'm also not good at it. So it's just kind of roll the dice sort of thing. See if we can get some luck, maybe get a top 10 finish. But yeah, let's get into it. So here we go, coming around for the first flying lap for qualifying. I have no idea. If we can get out of Q1, that'll be good, I guess. That's what I have to aim for, really, each race. Off we go. So here we go, going across the line. And it's the fastest lap at the moment.
That was the fastest lap.
But Science quickly overtakes me. But it's good that I'm ahead of Giovinazzi. Because they're our rival. So we go for the final run in Q1. I've gained just under half a second. Cross the line up to P9.
See some rain. ETA is
P9. I mean, I don't know if it will stay there, but that is enough for Q1. But not Q1, sorry, Q3. But that was a real good lap for myself. So it's enough for P13 there. Getting my teammate just off the pace, really, just not performing as well as the car is. Very happy with that lap though. That was a very clean lap for myself. And I've just came out straight away after that medium run, because if you look at it, it's got a lot darker. So it basically means it's going to rain, and the track's getting colder. So if the track gets colder, that basically just means the cars go slower, because track temperature really helps the cars. So I thought I need to go out now on the soft tyres just to get a run in, just in case it does start to rain. So yeah, let's see what we can do. Maybe the rain could come into our advantage. Maybe we could gain a few places, but we'll have to see. So here we go, going across the line, gain just under a second of time here. Here we go, up to P4. Wow, look at that, purple last sector. This car is on fire around this track at the moment. I feel it just sticks to the track so well, and I can just swerve around the corners so quickly, which is a bit of a surprise. I wasn't expecting to do too well around here, but there you go. We're in P4. Admittedly, we've done 2 laps, and there's a lot of people on mediums, but it's looking good. It is looking good. So there we go. And at the end of the session, it started raining, and look at that. Lewis Hamilton is out in Q2, as well as Sergio Perez and Lando Norris. They're all out in Q2. The rain at the end of the session caught them all out. It was lucky I went when I did, because look at that. I'm up to P4. I just got that lap in time, because when I was coming back round, when I got back into the garage, it was starting to rain. So they can't improve on their time, and they're out in Q2. So, you know, you've got the likes of myself, Gasly, Tsunoda, Alonso, who are all enjoying being in Q3. But look at that, shock qualifying results, some shock qualifying results there. But yeah, we're into Q3. Let's see where we can get up to here. P2, and now I'm on a fresh pair of tyres as well. So that was on a warm pair, I got P2. So let's see what I can do on this final run of the qualifying day. But it's been an amazing qualifying, just to get into Q3 anyway, never mind P2. Here we go, going across the line, we're getting 1.6 seconds. Fastest lap. And you know what? I'm just going to go straight for it again. I'm going to just go for 2 flying laps in a row. I've got nothing to lose. I might as well just try and see if I can gain a tad more time. If I can, then even more likely. But at the moment, we are on provisional pole in the Canadian Grand Prix. Here we go, going across the line. We're going to gain an additional 2 tenths, which is fine by me. And look at that, fastest lap again. I don't know what is going on, but let's just see where we actually end up at the end of it. But
With qualifying finished, it's
And
time
we
to remind
finished
ourselves of our
P5.
top three. Bottas, Ricciardo, and
So
Carlos
that
Sainz.
is...
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry.
And look, there's
we'll
no
be back
Hamilton or
tomorrow as we head
Perez,
into the
and we're
Grand
ahead
Prix.
of a Red Bull of Verstappen. I just timed I just timed my qualifying perfectly to just go well with the weather. But look at that. We were just 1/10. No, 100th, sorry, off Tsunoda as well. So we were so close to getting to that P4. But hey, you can see, look at Verstappen, Alonso and Gasly. 4 and 5 seconds. They just didn't time their qualifying properly, and that's why I'm ahead of them all, really, because they did it in the rain instead of the dry. But here we go.
We're back once again beside the St. Lawrence River here in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. The event first moved to a variant of this track back in 1978. It was won by none other than Gilles Villeneuve, the first Canadian to ever win his home race, and in whose honour the circuit would be renamed. It's one of the fastest races of the season here at the circuit Gilles Villeneuve, with around 60% of this 2.7-mile circuit taken at full throttle. There are 14 corners to navigate, the very last of which has its very own infamous history. Could be the cause of a safety car today. And I'm joined once again by Anthony Davidson to bring you the lowdown for today's race. Now, I want to ask you about Lando Norris. There's a new gearbox in the back of that car, which means a grid penalty, and hopefully some excitement as they make their way through the field.
Fingers crossed that's one failure they won't have to worry about today, at least. There's not much of a silver lining to starting down the field with a penalty, but I think they'll be able to make some of that back up over the course of the race.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Daniel Ricciardo has a clear view ahead from pole position. A very happy Carlos Sainz will start second. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Tsunoda, Alexander, Charles Leclerc and Verstappen, Fernando Alonso, Gasly, Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas, Perez, Ocon, Lance Stroll and Raikkonen, Vettel, Latifi, Mick Schumacher and Lando Norris, Giovinazzi, Russell, Mazepin and Guan Yu Zhou. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
Okay.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
Okay, so you might have saw there Norris and Bottas took a grid penalty. So Daniel Ricciardo is now starting on pole in the McLaren, with Ferrari, AlphaTauri, then ourselves as the top four, which is a pretty shocking top four. And Ricciardo's on medium, so he's got a brilliant chance of winning this race, especially on the medium tyres if everything goes his way. But except from that, it looks like Verstappen's on mediums, Bottas is on mediums, Schumacher's on mediums and Mazepin's on mediums. It's a shame not to see Zhou on hards. If I'm starting back of the grid, I'll just start on hards. But yeah, it looks like a two-stop race today. Can't really choose. I can't really do a one-stop, but because I'm starting on the softs because I qualified so well. But let's just see what we can do. So softs onto two mediums. Let's get into it. And off we go. It's a very good start against Sainz. Tsunoda's had a good start as well. Here we go, we're going to go down the inside of Sainz. We got that move done, we're up to P3 and Tsunoda's up to P1. Collision with Sainz was accidental, but off we go. We're up into P3. And Tsunoda and Ricciardo are fighting up ahead, which is slowing them both down, which allowed me to catch up. Going down the inside, being pushed onto the off bit, but we're up to P2. I mean, I did get pushed off the track there, but I'm happy because I got a position. But Tsunoda's coming back at us. Spun it around that corner, but held on to it. And we've maintained P2 for now. I'm going to go defensive around this bend. Brake as late as I dare to. There's a yellow flag behind us. We're up to P2, which is a brilliant start.
track is clear. Green flag.
There's a yellow flag behind us. I don't know what's happened behind. Mick Schumacher is out the session, so that's one less car to have to worry about. Shame it's not a higher runner, but that'll be fine. We've got a purple
DRS
last
will be
sector.
enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Here we go, coming into the pits this lap. Come on, make it a good start. We're in P2, coming out in P5 it says. So let's see what we can do. Come on, quick stop. Oh, it's a bit slow. It's a bit slow. But here comes Mazepin in P5.
Stop once now. 1 stop left.
Can I keep ahead of Mazepin? Yes, I can. Hopefully he can slow them all down a bit there. He's causing a proper nice train. Oh, getting ahead of Mazepin was honestly so important there, because now look, he's holding them up so well. That's a pivotal point in this race, I feel, because he's looking. I've already gained 0.4 seconds on them, 0.5, 0.6. That was so important. No Mazepin, come on, no Mazepin. No, they've got past Mazepin. Now I'm in danger, because now they can catch me up. The undercut worked for them there. They've gained on me, because it was 4 seconds before the pit stops. It's now 2.8, so it's going to be close, but hopefully they can fight a bit and let me get away, but we'll have to see.
Our best lap so far is a 1 minute 13.2.
So the cars ahead are in the pits, going on to soft tyres. That's a bit scary. We're up to P2, and I just had the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. That is unexpected. I didn't even think that was that good of a lap, but here we are. Yeah, we're on lap 15 now, and I'm just shocked really about what the hell is going on here. Like, I'm in P2, and I'm on the car just sticks to the track so well, and I'm just with maybe the little downforce is actually helping. I'm not really sure what is going on, but something is helping here, because I'm loving it. It's really good track. This is the only corner I kind of struggle with, but I can do it. It's easily enough to do it, but I don't know what is going on. The car just feels perfect, you know. There's not too much tyre wear. I don't want to jinx it, but all the stuff looks. I mean, the gearbox might need replacing in a couple of races, but let's worry about that later. And up ahead, Ricciardo is pitting, so that might mean we will be leading this race for a short amount of time. Let's see. Does that mean Verstappen's pitting as well? He is. So yeah, we're going to be for P1 in the Canadian Grand Prix.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
So now I've just got to build the biggest gap I can possible to Ricciardo. If Tsunoda can overtake, that would be useful. He can't. So it looks like Ricciardo's just going to come right back at us, because we've still got a pit. So unless there's a safety car about now-ish, then it's not looking too promising. So here we go. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. We're coming in now. Come on, good stop. That'll do. But Verstappen, there's Verstappen goes. He's gone. So we go. We're coming out the pits alongside Bottas, but we're going to get ahead of him. Okay, so Verstappen's 3 seconds ahead, Bottas is 1.4. Can we get our first podium in F1? Let's see, we've got 10 laps to hold Bottas off, who's just at the fastest lap, and Alonso's only 5 seconds down the road as well. It's not looking promising to get podium, but it's looking very good to get some decent points again for sure.
0.8 seconds.
Bottas has just got the fastest lap of the Grand Prix again, and he's gaining at a rate of not against us. I don't think I'm going to be able to hold out for this podium, but we'll give it a go. Or there could be a Verstappen or Ricardo could DNF, but we'll see what we can do. We'll exit around that corner, and here comes Bottas again. I'll go defensive around the bend, but I think it's over on this DRS straight now. I think he's going to get the move done on us. Here he comes. Going to go defensive, pushing towards the wall, but yeah, that Mercedes is so much faster, and I think that's our podium chances gone. Can't dive bomb him.
Try to stay with him, he might make a mistake.
No, that's the podium gone, I'm afraid. So we're into P4. Oh, just back where we started at the start of the Grand Prix. It's just different people in front of us.
Okay, this is Jeff.
Oh no.
I need you to stop cutting the corners. If you keep it up, the stewards will award you a penalty.
Okay. I've just got a 3-second penalty, and Alonso's 5.2 seconds ahead. So all of a sudden, this has got interesting again because I've actually got something to fight for.
We've been awarded a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
Okay, so I actually need to concentrate now and make sure that gap doesn't go below 3 seconds. Before I was just casually strolling around, you know, I wasn't fighting for anything really. Now we can't.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
There can't be a safety car now, otherwise I'm screwed. So, oh god, this has all of a sudden got nerve-wracking. Doesn't look like the 3-second time penalty will affect us or affect our position, but here we go onto the last lap.
Final lap of the race.
So go round corner 1. It's a very quick track, as you'll be able to see when I'll just show you the whole last lap, I think. So here we go round onto this small straight.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
It's such a nice track to play, and I'm surprised how well this car has done around it. I was hoping for 10th or 9th. I wasn't expecting to be this bloody high, and I was in the podium spots for a long time. Unfortunately, the faster cars caught us up eventually, but you know, it was a good surprise. I think we deserved this after the three DNFs we had at the start of the season. A bit of luck, a bit of luck in qualifying especially, but look at that, Daniel Ricciardo wins the Canadian Grand Prix. Fair play to him. He led pretty much every race, not every race, sorry, every lap of this race. But here we go, round the last bend, and we come home to take a very nice P4, and there we go. Very unexpected.
All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
It was a tough race at times, but they've held on to take a great victory for McLaren today. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
Well, I think it was clear what the main contributing factor out on the track was today: speed. I know it sounds like an obvious thing to say, Crofty, but fast cars win races, and we saw that today with our winner.
As the winners make their way up to the podium, one can only imagine the celebrations that will take place at McLaren tonight. Congratulations to everyone on the team, securing the win and proving they're a force to be reckoned with out on the track. Valtteri Bottas secures the championship lead. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
That's got to be the Flying Finn. Wait, how many Flying Fins have we had now? Anyway, I'm talking about Bottas this time. Just great raw speed. and a good job in traffic as well.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. It was a tough race for our
So yeah, Zoe didn't do too well again, unfortunately, but look at Hamilton, he only got 2 points and Perez only got 1. So McLaren, where's Ricciardo? Ricciardo is 4th now, and Bottas is leading, and we're up to a comfortable P10. We're very close to the best of the rest, up the top 6. But I think if we look as well, yeah, Alonso got 8 points. That was his best finish so far. So fair play to them. I think anyway, was it? Oh, he got overtaken. Oh no, on the last lap it must have been. He got overtaken. And let's have a look at the constructors as well. So we've now overtaken Aston Martin. Well, we're joint on with them, but I'm guessing we've got the highest finish. So yeah, we're doing very well now. After that really bad start, we've got 2 high point finishes. So yeah, if you did like the video, then please like and subscribe for more content. See you later.